After knowledge management is done, we have to revisit the scripting, and we have to do integration, web services integration, and then some concepts on jelly script. So that's all we need to cover. So we are
Okay.
very close to completion of the agenda that we decided for ourselves.
Right. Right.
Right. Now let's go to the knowledge application. We saw the knowledge application a little bit yesterday, day before yesterday.
Yeah.
Now it's again a knowledge base, a repository kind of stuff where you can create HTML pages containing knowledge articles, or you can create wiki-like pages, right? And that can be utilized by your team, right? Your team within the organization, right? So you can
Right.
have customized knowledge base pages. So something like this, right? So you get to see different departments, and there's classification. Different departments are categories, and within that category or department, you will see different topics related to different subjects, and then within that subject, you will get your knowledge article classification, etc. Right? This is how the content will be organized on there. Right now, this knowledge base application will allow you to import articles. It will allow you to create your own article within ServiceNow. When we talk about importing articles, you can import article from Word, PowerPoint, etc., and then that can be utilized within ServiceNow knowledge base knowledge management system. Right? When you can create HTML pages, you can create wiki pages, you can post a question, you can post a knowledge article as news item, etc. So these are the things that you can do, right?
Mm.
Now, again, the tables, you might have a look of the tables. The knowledge tables will typically start with KB underscore knowledge base underscore workflow knowledge base underscore, other tables. If you go into tables and columns, see, the first primary table that we'll be using is KB underscore knowledge, right? So
Yeah.
if we scroll down and we go to schema map, if you go to the knowledge base table, you will see the relationship for different tables that it has, right? So this knowledge base, knowledge table is related to knowledge base, which is KB knowledge base, KB category, task, sys user, right? And
Mm.
then other tables, which is configuration items, so CMDB right? So
Mm.
these are the reference table, knowledge feedback, knowledge related to products, knowledge applied to task, knowledge, KB knowledge keyword, right? Knowledge keyword, etc. So stuffs like that. Knowledge, these are the tables that will be utilized in ServiceNow knowledge management application. Now you might we'll see application of each of these tables in terms of functions that we have on the knowledge application. All right, I'll keep that open, and then I'll go back to knowledge application. Right, to create a new knowledge article, you have to hit this new create new article here, and then a new number will be generated as we used to generate it for change, incident, problem, right, or task.
Mm.
So this number is generated. This is a auto number field on the KB knowledge table. So this number is generated automatically. Now the next important stuff is article type, right? What type of article you are actually going to create? Is it HTML or is it wiki,
Mm. Right.
right? So let's go with HTML once, and then we'll revisit with wiki, and we'll try to do that again, right? Now it asks about knowledge base, what knowledge base you want to associate this article to, right? So if you remember, we had HR, the last screen that we saw, we had human resource, training, finance, ServiceNow, ID, knowledge,
mm,
etc. Right?
mm,
Let's go and choose ServiceNow. Right? When we choose ServiceNow, according to the selection that we have done into this knowledge base field, the category will be displayed accordingly. If the ServiceNow, if ServiceNow knowledge base has some categories identified, it will be displayed here. Let's go back
mm,
and see. If we open up this one, we get administration knowledge category. If I go and choose a different knowledge base, for example, I am going to choose HR resources. I may see different other categories available here. This HR resources does not have any category associated, right? So this is a dependent field. This is a dependent field on uh, the knowledge base article, right? Knowledge base you are selecting. So let's select training, and based upon training, I get to see a new category which is day 3 article, right? Stuffs like that. This is a
mm,
category. This is a dummy category that has been created, right? So
mm,
I'm going to ServiceNow and I'll keep the administration category
mm,
for this example, right? And then publish date, valid to, etc. will be informed here. Source, your knowledge could be coming from different sources. It could come from a problem record, it could come from a change record, it could come from an incident, wherever you think a knowledge article, a knowledge information is coming from. If that is a source there, you could mention that as a source in the knowledge article, or you can create this article without having a source relationship there. Make
mm.
sense? This is not a
Yeah, makes sense.
mandatory field, so you can skip that too. Right. Now,
Mm,
you might ask a question. We have a published date here. We have a valid to date. What this valid to date is for, right? So I would say let's assume that this is a technical article which is only valid for Windows 7, right? And Windows 7, Microsoft is going to stop support for Windows 7 in 2 months from now, right? So
mm,
if after 2 months from now the Windows 7 will not be supported, it might be the case that this document, is no more valid again because it has to be updated with this has to be updated with the upcoming version of the operating system that the organization is going to use. So you have to put a validity as well, because after a certain period of time, knowledge articles will become invalid because the knowledge item that you were working on, has no more relevance, right? So that's why you have a validity to date, right? Now,
yeah.
attachment link. If you want to attach a article or a document to this knowledge article, you can put this attachment link there. Display attachments. When you create this attachment, and when you create this article and you have attachments to this knowledge article, if you want to show that on the knowledge page that you are going to create, you have to do this display attachment, right?
Mm.
Let's put a short description. The short description is how to create.
Can you hear me, Raul?
Michael?
Yeah. Can you hear me? I mean,
Yeah, I can.
yeah.
Oh, let me.
The audio go in the middle.
All right. Let me see. I think I pressed the mute button on the headset. Let me know if you are able to. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now it's good. Yeah.
Okay. I think I pressed the mute button
Oh.
by mistake. Yeah.
Mm,
All right. So now we are going to save this article. So very simple process of creating this article. I'm going to save it. So this is knowledge article 32, right? I'm going to save it.
mhm.
I just saved it, right?
Yeah.
Let's scroll to, let's go to knowledge article 32. But see, by just creating the article,
Mm,
are you able to see this article into the knowledge base page? If I go to the home page
yeah.
and if I go to home page and I try to search that short description
Mm-hmm.
here,
Yeah.
right? I am not able to see that text here. See how to create knowledge article within ServiceNow knowledge base. This is not the article that we wrote, right? We had a different one, right?
Mm. Yeah, right.
Right. So you might ask, why is that, right? This is not getting displayed there. The reason is a knowledge article has a life cycle, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the knowledge article has to follow that life cycle in order that that will be available to you at different stages. Right now, that knowledge
Mm-hmm.
article is in draft stage. It has not been reviewed, it has not been published. Until this has been published, this will not be visible to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have this knowledge article into publisher state. Let's go into this article one more time. And as an administrator, I'm going to review this and publish it, right?
Yeah.
Now see, when I open this in edit mode, I can see different stuffs coming in. I can see a whole bunch of these buttons coming in on the top of the bar here. Insert and stay, publish, retire, save, update, etc.
Yeah.
I can also see this view article link here, right? So when I hit this, it will show me how the article is going to look for me, right? This is how it
Yeah.
will look like. Now then we have the related links here, right? Related links will have the affected products, knowledge feedback, and approvals if any. Right now we haven't
Mm.
identified approvals, etc. So there is no approval required. Otherwise, this knowledge article can go through approval process as well. For example,
Mm.
if you are creating the knowledge article and you want somebody from your peer to review this article, so the workflow that you define will automatically route this article to the peer and the peer will review it. Then it might go to the content editor, content writer, and
Mm.
content writer can review it and then publish it. Right? Let's
Mm.
assume that we skipped through those two steps and we are ready to publish this article. So we are going to publish this article now, right? When we publish
Mm.
this and when I go back to here and I start searching,
Mm.
see, I now get my how to create a knowledge article in 5 minutes,
Mm. Mm.
right? This is the search item we were talking about. So if we are at the home page and I go into the search window and paste it, hit search, see, it gives you the knowledge article here. It says how to create a knowledge article in 5 minutes, created by system administrator, last modified just now, right? And this is the details of the knowledge article. and we have had two views of the article as of now. Right? If you open this
Yeah.
article, if you want to open this article, this will come again like this. Right? If you want to flag this article, you can flag this article, and this flag that you generate for this article will be stored in one of the related tables here. Right? See, there must be one of the table where we are keeping the flag information for the articles, and that goes into within one of the tables. I don't know which table it is. Maybe it's feedback or something, right? So when you flag, when you do some actions, these information go into one of these tables that we have identified here, right? Now let's go back to knowledge article. If I go back to the knowledge table, the list of records here, and I scroll here and see the workflow, we are now into the publisher stage. See that?
Yeah.
This goes into published progress, in progress, right?
That's true.
Oh, and the flagged information is in the same table, in the KB knowledge table. You can see here the flagged information is set to true.
Flagged information is true. Yeah.
Right. All right. Now, if we go back and open this one. Now, when you open this one, see the action items, the buttons here have changed now. You are now seeing retire button, save, update, and delete. Right? Retire is to expire this document. For example, when we created this document, we identified that this will be valid to up to 4 years. So the validity date is 1/1/2020. So after this date, this document will be deemed retired. So that's a automatic process, right? Apart from that,
Yeah.
what you can do is you can retire it yourself, right? You hit this retire button and this document can goes retire. It becomes retired right now, right? So you have that button here. Now, if you go back to the related links section, related lists, you will see within the knowledge feedback, right? There is one comment to that article. We just flagged that article, and that is coming back here into the flagged article related list, right? Which is coming from knowledge feedback. So whatever feedback that you provide to this article, for example, if you open this here, you make it helpful, yes, and you put some comment here, something like very useful or something. You post it. You go back and reload this page. Now you see that you have 3 knowledge feedback coming for this article. Right? So right from this view, what you can see is you can see how your article is doing, if it needs any improvement, if you need to edit it or update this article, right? So you can do that basis the report that you get here, the feedback that you get here, right?
Yeah.
So this is why it is important. Let's attach an attachment as well here, a file here.
Okay.
So we just have this attachment,
Mm. Mm.
and I'm going to close this. So this attachment goes here in the manage attachments, and now I'm going to update it. After updating it, I'll go back here and reload this page. Alright, I reloaded the complete page.
Mm.
When I open it, the attachment gets downloaded. You see here?
Yeah.
This attachment gets downloaded. And the reason behind it is we provided this attachment link and display attachment both. So if I remove this attachment link, there will be one uh, one change to the article, and the change is when you search this article and when you click on this article, this attachment. So see, right now when I clicked on this, the attachment was downloaded and the article did not open. That's because we marked that article as article link, and we clicked that display attachment both. See, we
Mm.
made it attachment link. Since we made it attachment link, every time you click this attachment, it will be treated as this is attachment only, and you have to download the attachment only. But now when we have removed that and we hit this, this will open up the article and show the attachment as a display option here. Can you hear me, Michael?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
So this time, if you remove this attachment link checkbox from here and kept the display attachment, what happens is you can open this article and display the attachment that you have here. If you want to download, hit on this link and you can download it, right?
Mm. Right, right.
Okay. Now let's go back. So this is one type of article that we created, which is HTML article. Let's go back, and I'm going to create a new article, and that will be a wiki style article. Right. So let's do this wiki. Let's keep it to ServiceNow. Choose the category as administration. If you have to create a new category, you can create a new category as well. Let's do that.
Oh.
Let's create a new one, or you can do it from the administration page. You have these things here. Within the administration, you have knowledge bases, feedback, ratings, search log, etc. Right? You can create it from here as well. Let's do it from here. In category, I'm going to create a new category, and category is wiki page. Right. Let's submit it. So now we created a category wiki page, right? And if you want to attach any image to it, you can put any image from the list of images here, or you can upload one image. So let's put this link, this icon here, short description, how to create a sample wiki page, 5 minutes, something like this. I'll copy this text because I have to search it. Display attachments, if I want to upload any attachment, I can put this display attachment here. And the attachment link is to show this article as an attachment. We don't want to do this, right? So
Yeah.
display attachments and then wiki text. The wiki text that you want to put here is this. And you save it. Now you get your article here, KB33.
Yeah. Very sweet.
This is in draft stage.
Yeah.
Let's get it edited and approved. Open this. You have the wiki style article created.
Right.
If you want to view this article, click on it. Looks like the same, but then it looks like same, but then when we add to it more content, it will more look like, it will look like more of the wiki pages, right? Having those links and smart links there in the wiki pages. So right. Now, no approvals as of now. See, all these applications that we have talked about, there are workflows attached to these applications. You might like to go in the background. So you might like to go into workflow editor.
Yeah.
Not this one. Workflow editor here. And then you will, for example, we wanted to see the workflow for the change request, which is of emergency type, right? When you click on the change request emergency, it will show you the workflow that we had into the change request application for the emergency type of changes. Right? And then when we discussed workflow, we also discussed about workflow context, active context, etc. So you can run a workflow, a change request item, and then you can look into the active context and see how that item is being, progressed to until it is completed. So you can see different steps that is there in the workflow and how it gets executed when you start creating the change request for yourself.
Right.
Okay. Now these are the few reports that are there on the knowledge article. For example, if you want to look onto the flagged articles only, so you will create a module, and the module is all equal. It will show all the articles, but where the condition is flagged equal true, right? So if the flagged equal true has been marked for any article, that article will be displayed here, right? Right now, on the same lines, you have retired, so it will show you workflow equals retired, right? And you know how to create these modules, right? Depending upon different conditions that you want to use, you can create these modules and display your articles here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because We did that when we create a marketing application, right?
Right. We did that.
We use the equipment, all
Right.
equipment
Right.
module to that application.
Right.
Yeah.
So you had to create a module and put a condition uh, to that module and relate it to the table and relate it to the module or application that where you want to show it. Right. So just few reports here. Workflow equals published will give you the published, published knowledge articles. Workflow equals unpublished will give you all the knowledge articles that are in draft stage or are in review stage. Right. Now let's go into administration section. And even before going into the administration section, I'll go to the home page. I'll hit this home page link here. And when we go here, we see that we have knowledge bases here. The knowledge bases will be displayed here in the drop down as well, using which you can search.
Right.
You can use this upload button to import articles. So you hit this button, you select this, you upload a document. If you want to associate to a knowledge base, you have to do that, like training and day 3 article, and I'm going to import it. So when I do import it, it will create a knowledge article within my system after importing with a knowledge article number, and then you can take this through the knowledge article workflow, right? Whatever workflow it has to be published, reviewed, etc. So after that is done, it will get to your knowledge base system. Right now, in the training, we have 0 questions and 1 article, right? We uploaded this document into the training article, right? So the import is done successfully. If I go back to the page here, you can see that an article has been created. We uploaded that document, right? And article 34 has been created with the short description that we supplied as a part of the document name. So the document name becomes a short description here, right? And this has been uploaded and an article has been created. If you open this up, you will see the article type is HTML, and the whole article has been brought down into this HTML editor. So you can see my document that I uploaded contains images. So all those images have been imported here into this article, right?
Right.
If you do view article, you will see that all those items that you had there has come up here. See? So just by having a single click, where using that click you uploaded the document, you are now able to create a knowledge article, right? And that knowledge article you can utilize as any other article that you create manually, right? So that's a good feature available here. You create a knowledge article by uploading the document itself. Now you have to get that approved to bring that here in this list. Right. So this is not published yet. This is in draft stage. So I'll go into and I'll publish it. When I publish it and I go back to home page, now I have 2 articles and 0 questions, right?
Oh yeah.
It used to be 1 article, but now this category has 2 articles because we just added one of the categories into the training knowledge base. Right. So this button was to import article from any attachment, and this is to create an article, and this is to post a question. Question is also helpful here. The question is, why do we create a question? Question is here because, see, this knowledge article is a collaboration tool, right? So based upon the experiences, the knowledge you gain, you put that into this collaboration tool so that your team or any cross-functional team can utilize it, right? So when you post a question, that question is open-ended, and anybody who is having access to this knowledge-based knowledge management application can answer that question, right? So just I'm going to put a question here, and to the best of my knowledge, I'll associate it to the appropriate training, appropriate knowledge base that we have, and appropriate category.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's put a question here, right? To somebody who is willing to answer this question can go here and put their answer, right? So I just created a question, which is how to create a question, right? If you want to edit it, ServiceNow, update it. Now let's go back and impersonate as a different user.
Mm.
If I impersonate as a different user, let's say Fred Lady, I go into Fred Lady's account.
Mm.
I can see there is one question in the training knowledge base. I can click on that.
Yeah.
I can see this question, and I can answer to this
And then
question
you
as
can
well,
give answer. Yeah.
right? And you
Hmm.
can put your answer to this question. You can put your comments to this question.
Mm. Yeah, we have something called Blue Kiwi
Okay.
in our company. So if you have any question like this, you can post and somebody can answer.
Right.
Yeah, but that's an independent place or in the somewhere in the website. Yeah,
Okay.
Blue Kiwi team. Yeah,
Yeah. So different.
probably they will move it into ServiceNow.
Yeah. Right. So this is one of the reasons, because when you move to ServiceNow, and ServiceNow had so much of features to offer, people start migrating their knowledge articles on the knowledge base as well onto ServiceNow, right? Because then you are utilizing a single platform to do all sorts of stuff, management stuff that you have,
Right,
right?
right,
So
right.
this will eventually be brought down to to ServiceNow knowledge base. So that happens.
Mm, mm.
So let me go quickly into the knowledge base here. And you see here, based upon the activity that you do,
Yeah.
this most useful, most viewed, etc. gets populated, right? Right now you can see
Wow.
that you have, the article that we just created, how to create a knowledge article in 5 minutes, right? So this is
Yeah.
this is coming up in the most views section. So if we keep hitting this AWS EC2 instance, the next time we come, maybe this gets slightly higher priority than other articles because we are clicking
Yeah.
so many times, right? So each time we click it, it is maintaining the view count into the database somewhere into the feedback table, right? And
Mm.
when we come back to this, again, when we refresh it, it must go up into the ladder, right? So it will go into some, see, it now becomes the most
Yeah.
viewed, right?
Yeah. Because we clicked it.
Right.
Yes.
So you are storing the user activity information as well, right? And you are also storing information that user is actually searching. For example, if I am trying to search some text within this knowledge base application, and the text is, let's say, I am trying to search Michael within this whole application, right?
Mm.
if I go to search log, see this search log contains the text that we have just searched, right? So
Wow.
it is keeping a record of what text you are searching, and then at a later point of time you can create a report on, you know, uh, let's
What people are looking
yeah,
for.
what people are looking for, what is the most looked out search text, and accordingly what you can do is you can improve your knowledge articles that you have written so that you can
Yeah.
include those words which people are actually looking. You can appropriately tag your articles so that it is more accessible to your people, right? Because this
Mhm.
becomes a problem when the knowledge articles are huge in number. If it goes on increasing, it keeps increasing, then you have to have a smart system in place that will identify what people are looking for and how your content should be decorated and stored so that it is easily accessible by people within your organization or
That's
whosoever
very
is
true.
using it,
Yeah.
right? So that's why
Yeah. That's smart
that's
thing.
why you have these search logs into our administration section here, where you can go ahead and see this
Mm.
search log, right? These administration sections are only for administrator who are knowledge administrators, so will not be visible to normal user, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now to create a new knowledge base, you have this knowledge base administration page, and very simple. You can create a knowledge base
New. Yeah.
by providing a few information, and that knowledge base will come here on the list of the homepage, knowledge homepage, right? If
Right.
you want to put feedback, if you want to see feedbacks, you can see there are these are the feedbacks that you have supplied as an administrator, right? Knowledge-based feedbacks
Mm.
that you have provided for different articles. So you can see that, you can apply different filters to see that information as well. But you can do that as an admin only. Normal users will not be able to see that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ratings. So all the rating information that you have earned on your articles will be stored here, right? You can again look for the articles that you are interested in. You want to get the ratings for the articles, you can get that information from here. For example, if I want to look into all the ratings that I have received for Knowledge 32, I can look for that. I have just one rating for this knowledge article right now, right? And that was given by system administrator. So stuff like that you can
Yeah.
do there, right? So that comes from the rating table, the feedback table. In the schema map, you have this KB
It's a
feedback
really,
table,
really very matured platform.
right?
Uh,
Very mature platform.
mm.
Now you can see this KB feedback table, right? So this is a table being utilized for storing all the feedback information that you have there.
Mm.
Navigation add-ons, if you want to put different navigation add-ons on the page, for example, if you go to home page, you have these knowledge bases. If you hit this IT, and now you can see within the IT you have different add-ons created. For example, application has this
Mm.
article, Microsoft has one article,
Mm.
that is Excel article, devices has one article, right? IT has these 4 or 5 articles that you are seeing here, right? So these are
Right.
add-ons.
Right.
These are to associate different types of stuffs to different add-ons that you have created,
Yeah.
right? So you can see within the navigation add-ons, you have these Google, Microsoft, Print, email, Excel, all these add-ons created, right? And then these add-ons can be utilized into knowledge bases to categorize, to organize that content or article that you are creating, right? You understand,
Right.
Michael?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So for that you have these add-ons. Messages, the messages that are put on, where is this put? Test message. Let me see. Where do we put this message? We have done it somewhere. Messages will be
Messages, I can see messages here on the administration,
on
knowledge base administration, and the message. Yeah,
this one. Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm looking for how do we put a message to any article. I'm trying to find out the relationship. Let me see if we have this.
Oh,
Let me see. Let me quickly look into the messages. This is a module, and this module is on the knowledge table. Okay, it is bringing, it is a list of record on the table, which is sysui messages and application is KB. Alright, so if you have any entry into the sysui message table and the application chosen is KB, that will be displayed there. Okay, administration. This is the message. I'll look into, probably I'm missing this one. So I'll find out what this
okay,
relationship to knowledge and messages is. Okay.
okay, sure.
Somehow forgot that. So is these properties, if you want to, how do you want to show your knowledge management application, the look and feel of the application itself. So you have these property windows where you can set the properties for the knowledge application, right?
Uh,
For example, you
right.
can set the rows that is required for the knowledge application. Uh, you can set these properties like automatically place cursor in knowledge portal search box, uh, list of roles required, how do you want to sort the articles, sort in descending order, uh, knowledge section sort field, you want to sort on the basis of published dates, etc. Number of knowledge base items in preview in section. So stuff like that, right? So you can put your
Yeah,
properties here and then you can decide how your knowledge article should look like on the home page or how user will be able to access it, right? So for that you
right,
have these
right.
properties. Overview will take you to the help pages on knowledge article and will present to you these reports as well.
Wow.
So this is a knowledge dashboard that you are having here. So you can see different reports. This one is knowledge ratings for past 30 days. So it says in past 30 days you have 3 new published reports and the average
Yeah,
is 3, right? Average published
yeah.
articles you have 3, average.
Three.
So these are
Yeah,
topics. There's one topic which is news, another, and this is the workflow, knowledge was. So it's 3. So this is the report that is giving you knowledge flagged in past 30 days. So just one article that we just flagged, right? So you have one article marked as flagged. So if you go back to articles and open one item, let's open this. Oh, not from here. If I go here, open this, and then I flag this article. After flagging, I go to overview.
mm.
Now you can see 2 articles flagged.
Here, Raul, we don't need to use third-party reporting tool. So ServiceNow itself, since it provides a report by itself, any form of report, right?
Right.
Mm, mm.
So these are custom
Yeah,
reports. These are the reports pre-built. You can create your own report on knowledge management, and then you
yeah,
can attach to here, right? For example, if you created a report, that is a knowledge application, knowledge management application, you go to reports, add content, and then you select reports, and whatever report that you have created, you drag it up here on the section, right? And then you can see the
That's
report.
true.
So this way, right now there are a couple of reports created already that you can see. It is showing you knowledge created in past 30 days, topic general, no error 1, news 0, general is 2, right? Knowledge created by author,
Right.
it shows you that in September 2014 the most number of reports were created. In September 2016 it was created by system administrator. Nine articles have been created by system administrator in this month, right? Stuff like that. So you get this kind of reports. Knowledge views by author, it will show you the reports and the maximum number of times the person has viewed that report. So it shows that system administrator is actively utilizing the knowledge management application, right? Because
Yeah.
it has added 16 records, which is the maximum for this month, right? Before that, system administrator did 19 in May 2016, so you have this bar coming up here. So different kinds of reports you can create, and then yeah. So this is all about reporting. You can create your own reports. Try creating your own report and bring that onto the knowledge management dashboard here. And we have user criteria.
User criteria.
User criteria records. And this is again the type of users that you have identified. If you want to group your users into some regions, etc., some companies, some locations, etc., you can create your own user criteria, and then you can associate those users. This is kind of grouping that you are doing, right? For any
Yeah.
particular company, a list of companies, you are creating a criteria, and then you can associate these roles to the roles required for accessing the knowledge management application here. For example, we need to have the knowledge role. So you will try to find out the knowledge role for these user criteria that you're defining. And when you
Right.
associate this role to this user criteria, and then you identify people into the list who will be associated to this knowledge user criteria. So when you do this type of relationship, people will be able to access the knowledge article, right? So this is just a kind of grouping where you are bringing different types of, you are basically relating the companies, departments, group, location, roles, and users, right? So
Yeah. Right.
this is that something you can do. This is another level of, you know, um, security that you are applying on the knowledge management application, and you are segregating what view any particular group should have, right? What are the items which are exposed to a particular group? So stuff like that comes up here, right? So this is pretty much
Right.
about knowledge application. Um, I'm sure you will go back and revisit this and look into different stuffs. Try to look into
Yeah,
the
I will.
tables. Try to look into the workflows. Workflows is also
Yeah.
important. You will understand what is going on in the workflow. Um, and try to revisit and do this. There is not much of practical work in here, but you want to go through the flow one more time and understand what is happening, right?
Sure, sure. I'll do that. Yeah. Yeah,
And then
I'll revise that one.
right, and then probably tomorrow we will look into that scripting, the client scripting,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, the scripting, right.
right, and get that done too.